All right. Let me get adjusted here. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and it's been a hot minute since I've streamed. Not too long. I missed last week, so welcome. Tonight we're going to be doing another devlog for TetraForce, as I have been. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do tonight, so I'm gonna be working on some more sprites because that's the easiest thing for me to do when I don't know what I want to do. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Looks like it. Let me just pull up YouTube's here and everything. So tonight I am going to work on another sprite. One of the milestones that we had for this month was the Dead Captain. He's one of the mini bosses in the first dungeon. I don't know. I'd have to look up all of his mechanics. I don't know what we're going to be coding for him entirely. I know a bunch of them, but for tonight, I'm just going to work on the base sprite and trying to get the design kind of fleshed out. No pun intended. So we're going to start with a bit of a sketch tonight, and then I'm going to hopefully start pixel arting him out. So yeah, let's get that started. I don't have a whole lot of other updates as far as TetraForce is concerned. Development has slowed down a little bit over the last few weeks. I am hopefully going to have a bunch of things pushed through shortly here. One of the biggest things that I want to get in the next little bit is the saving of the game and loading of the game. Apparently most of that's there, so I'm going to hopefully get FormClick to help me with that. There was a bit of a hiccup we ran into with the reset wheel. Mostly just when it comes to networking, like usual. The multiplayer stuff doesn't want to quite work, which is unfortunate because it seems like it's actually a Godot bug because our code seems to be fine. And we have an alternative, but it's a lot more work, so we haven't quite decided how we're going to proceed with that yet. So that's kind of where I've been stuck over the last couple of weeks and kind of why I've been quiet for the most part, just because I haven't really been able to make any super progress because I've been so stuck on that one thing, and I didn't really want to move on from it until I got it figured out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I am going to figure it out in the way that we're doing it right now, so I got to move on, I guess, for now. So tonight's going to kind of be me doing the next thing in our list. We're already into September, so technically we should be starting milestone 4, which I guess I could pull up because it's just easier to talk about it when you guys can actually see it. So just give me a second here. I should have already had it open, but I didn't. Okay, let's drag that over here. Make sure everyone can see it. So yeah, so if we go to milestones, we have milestone 4, which actually has something closed. What is this? Is it actually closed? Oh, yeah, okay, so that is actually something that's done. So we've already done one thing for this month. And this float barrel object is something that I can do fairly easily, I think, with a little bit of work. So that shouldn't be too bad. And then the main boss was like the biggest thing of this month. So we'll see if I get to that in September. I kind of want to start cleaning up some of the backlogs of stuff since we haven't really finished off some of these older milestones. The saving and loading is the thing I was just talking about, so that would basically finish this off. I'm not too worried about this constraint NPCs. That's not really going to affect this. It's more of just something that we should have in place rather than an actual bug. So that might just fall off of this, to be quite honest. I'll just unassign it. Milestone 3, which was August, looks like we haven't done anything, but that's because I haven't pushed any of the actual things. So most of this will actually be complete. The puzzle reset, as I said, that's what we're struggling with. Mini boss, Dead Captain, that's what we're doing. They're starting tonight anyways. I'm going to start working on some of that. I have drowning done. And ammo desync issues is part of the solution to this. So these two kind of go hand in hand. The solution is the same thing. So that's one of the things that FormClick and I were discussing, and hopefully we can, I'm hoping that we can sort of get that out of the way sooner than later. But if I'd rather do saving and loading, before we even worry about that, to be really honest. I think that's more important. But we'll see. We'll see. The puzzle reset is mostly working, like 90% working. but otherwise, yeah, I think we're doing okay. Like, we're still moving along, even though it doesn't look like anything's changed on the website, really. And then, like, Milestone 5, which I'm looking forward a little bit, again, is mostly just, like, enemies and the mini-boss. So there's a lot of, mainly the 2 mini-bosses and the main boss are some of the bigger things that we need to put in still. The NPC store would be nice, but even if this is one of the last things I do, that's fine. Like, it's not like it's critical to the game. It's more of just like an extra feature that's fun, and kind of gives a purpose for there to be currency in the game. So, like, my concern over that is very minimal. Obviously, like, the mini bosses and the bosses are important, and the enemies would be nice. Like, there was the turtle there, and then the wormlin here. Milestone 6 is actually technically done, except for this wormlin. I fixed both of those bugs, and as you can see, this is the PR for those. So, yeah, that'll actually take those out. So basically, Milestone 6 won't exist now. So that was our last milestone, which is be done and by the end of November. So that's great. That would mean that, like, if things were going well, the end of October would look more appropriate. However, because it's basically just been me kind of doing it, and my schedule's super messed up right now, it's taking a little bit longer to actually get all these things in place. But I digress. That's besides the point. We will get there. We are still making progress. And week by week, that's part of why I'm doing the streams, right? So that way at least I'm working on it at least once a week, if not more. So yeah, I guess that's basically kind of an overview where we're at, since it's kind of been up in the air and there's been a lot of quietness over on our Discord and everything. I just want everyone to know that things are still happening, just a lot slower right now. Hopefully they'll pick up again once people are more available. So yeah, let's get things rolling, I suppose. So I just have an open canvas here to start with the dead captain. Now, I guess to put a little bit of forethought into the captain. So the dead captain is a skeleton, so he's going to look a lot like the skeleton guys that we have right now. We've got the pirate skeletons, which I don't know if I have handy. Ooh, 1 second. Where can I go? Where would be the fastest? I guess just in here. TetraForce. I went to the wrong one. I went to forks. And then tiles. Oh, no, not tiles. I'm so used to going there because that's where everything I've been doing is. Entities, enemies, pyrofoe. So yeah, so this is the kind of like pirate skeleton, right? So the captain's going to look similar to this, except bigger, obviously. And he's not really moving by himself. He's being controlled by a mysterious vine that's growing out of the roof, basically. So he's almost like a puppet on strings. So the idea with him is that he's going to look like he's a mannequin of some sort. So if I come back here, let's just do a little bit of a sketchy sketch. And I have not warmed up drawing at all, so this may be absolutely atrocious. We're gonna find out. And I don't really know what style I want to go with, so I'm just gonna draw, and we'll see what happens. This is mostly just for concepting out, anyways. I'm not trying to turn it into a final work of art. Do I want the pencil still? Yeah, sure. I also realized I haven't drawn a skull in a while. I haven't drawn anything like this in some time. I don't know how cartoony I want to make him. So I apologize if he is not perfect. Because I'm not using any reference or anything. Just drawing out of my head. Oops. do think I'm gonna look up a pirate hat though. Like I kind of have it how, like I know what a pirate hat looks like, but let's look at Captain hat. Not like that, please. Pirate Captain hat. Came with like the navy type hat. All right, let's go with that. So. And again, I'm just going to sketch it out for now. Normally I'd draw it so it's like all beat up and raggedy and torn. Something like that. If I clean this up, I'll add in some of those fun details and sort of thing. I actually don't know if I want him to have a jaw. Maybe he won't have a jaw. Let's move him up. I always draw off the paper. Let's just get the body shape. I'm gonna add it on like a coat and stuff like that. But so his arms are gonna be up kind of like make sure his ribs are big enough. Give him some hips. Again, I'm not using any reference here, so my my bone anatomy, who knows? Who even knows? I know there's some kind of bone that looks like this. Like, how does that even connect? There's no socket there. We'll pretend there is, though. Yeah, I almost feel like those should be out more. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of more. He's supposed to be like dangly of sorts. Let's kind of like that, right? And then his feet would be like this. Oh, there goes my camera again. I don't know why it does that, I'll be honest. I don't have the highest quality camera by any means, so it does what it wants. Alright, how's my skeleton looking? Don't ask me what that was supposed to be. So he should have boots. So there's a skeleton of some sort. Pirate. I'm just gonna look up like more piratey clothes, just so. Thing is, as soon as I look up pirate, all I get is like Captain Jack Sparrow. I don't care about that. We're trying to be unique here. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right, let's use this guy. He's got kind of like a cape going on, which I can't really do properly, I guess. And again, this is just a sketch layer, so if I do decide to refine this a little bit, which I probably will. I mean, if it's turning out okay so far. See, then there'd be like vines coming down here. Wrap around. And it'd be spiny probably. I could draw like spines on it afterwards. Like a snake vine sort of idea. Kind of a collar going on there, I guess. I like the idea of like being able to see his spine there, but I kind of want a belt. We could have the belt kind of like hanging off of his hip, I guess. So it'd be like lower than normal. Yeah, let's erase that for a sec. Oops, that's the brush. Because I kind of want him to have like a revolver, but it could be here. Or whatever. Whatever the gun of that time was. I can't remember what they're called. You know, it's funny. I'm drawing this pirate now, and I've been in the mood to play Monkey Island, which I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but this just does not help that desire. It makes me want to play it even more. Which, great game. All of them, honestly. I never really got into the fourth one, so I guess I can't say much about that one. But the first two are obviously classics, and then I'm a big fan of Curse of Monkey Island, to be honest. Mostly because I grew up playing that one rather than the first two. The first two were a little bit like too hard for me as a kid, but they're hilarious and so well done. that I really like them as an adult. And I should give them a proper playthrough again, even if it's the remake one. Because the remake one looks really good too. Like, even though I'm fond of pixel art, obviously. Is his leg longer? I guess so. I kind of... Looks like I kind of messed that up. Won't worry about it right now. If I come back to him, I'll fix it up. Okay, so this is kind of a sketch idea of what I'm going for, I think. Obviously, I'm not gonna, like, it's not like I can pixel art all of those details, right? So, this was just meant to kind of get it in my brain how I wanted him to sort of look, and then I can try and pixel art based off of that. Oops. I wonder if I can get the cape on him. I want to try. Let's try to see what he looks like with a cape. I'll add another layer just in case I don't like it. I lost my one picture. There it is. Because it'd be pretty awesome if he could actually pull off the cape. You know what? I probably can. It'll be a little bit more difficult to sprite him, but I hope I can, like, make it work. Alright, that's a good enough start, I think. So let's... So I wasn't too sure about the size that I wanted to make him. I have it as a 32 by 32 for now. Oh, hold on here 1 second. Oh, sorry. Just nodding was messaging me, so... So anyways, as I was saying, I have a 32 by 32. I want him to be a bit bigger, but I'm wondering if I should... Give me a second here. Let's do some research. Sorry, I know I probably should have done this before the stream, but whatever. Zelda Legend. What am I trying to do here? Article of a sprite. So I started playing Oracle of Ages again, and there's a lot of really nice sprites on there. Let's just put it that way. So I kind of wanted to draw some inspiration from that, and perfect. So let's see here. I copy this. File, new. So this is who is it? Just a Moblin guy, dude? King? This oh, it said it, but oh, the Great Moblin. Okay, yeah. So this is the Moblin boss. Sorry, it's been a while since I played the game, so I can remember what it's called. So let's. I want to base the size off of this guy. That's what I want to do. So, what size are you? Are you like 32 by 32? Yeah, he is. So yeah, that's perfect. And see, he's even got a cape. Oops. True colors. LCD colors. Oh, that's interesting that they put both of those on there. So this, yeah, see, our boss will have very similar type sprites. Sorry, I'm just admiring it for a second here. I didn't realize that there was even a cannon here. I'll have to play this again and get through this boss, because obviously he's got bombs. So the fun thing about this is that our boss is also going to be using bombs. So we'll have to draw some inspiration, I think, from some of these things, which is fun. Though our bombs obviously look different. And I'm going to use the same colors as this guy, with some green mixed in there. So let me I'm going to pull up my drawing again. Just going to move it off to the side here. Just a little thumbnail for me to reference. Okay. So I'm good with 32 by 32. So let's start blocking stuff out in the black, like I always do. So we're gonna have a head. I'm not gonna put the vines in this sprite. We're gonna pretend like he doesn't have the vines in this sprite. Because I'll add those as a separate sprite. You know what? I should make it a butterfly, right? That makes it a little bit easier. And again, I'm just blocking it out for the moment. I don't know what I'm doing there. I need the hips. So do I have to? I want the head to be big still. Because that's kind of the emphasis, right? And like top down. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Honestly, having the butterfly effect is wonderful. No. Add. There you go. What if his arms are too long? He kind of looks like he has like chain link arms or something like that. Not intentional. I assure you. Let's bring his ribcage in a little bit, maybe. See, I want his arms to. I'll have to fill his arms out more, I think, or something to that effect. Do. Oops. Oops. What am I doing? Eraser? What I'm trying to do. Alright, that's a better shape. Overall. So like a lot of the bosses that they did, like they're meaty, right? Like there's a lot to them. To fill out that full sprite. But the skeleton needs to be skinny. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back. Did I close it? Oh, I closed it. Never mind. Well, I think with the cape will make him fill him out. So. I'll do the cape afterwards. Let's start with this first. What colors do I want to use? I guess the Pyrofoe uses that. So let's start with this. Let's just... I guess I can turn that off for now. I just realized that he's not going to need all of his body to... I turned it off, but I just changed my mind. It'll save me time if I just keep doing it this way. He's so very, very skeleton-y. I forgot to add his hat, right? So hopefully I can make this look appropriate. I almost need to move his head down to make room for his hat that I didn't think about. Turn this off for a sec. Is that what I wanted? I don't think so. That's also not on. I thought there was polygonal. Ah, it is. This is it. Honestly, that would probably look better anyways, with him being down. Oh yeah, that actually helped a lot. But now he looks like he's got like a weird hairstyle going on here, so let's fix that. Some kind of strange thing. We are not symmetrical. I turned off the... Oh, is it just that in general? His head is... What? No, I had it right down the middle. What am I missing here? Is that why? See, this is why I should have just left that on. Let's start over. Alright, I think we're good again. Let's start there. Go like that. So we're gonna go with that blue, as I said. Should I try that? Kind of looks like a cowboy hat. No, maybe not. It's okay. I think. Oops. Yeah, that's okay. And then I liked how I did the hat there with the skull. Let's do that again. Oopsie. No. Like that. That's how I did it. Okay, that's better. So, I think, okay, we're gonna back up what I said about adding the vines. I'm gonna add the vines on his arms, but they're not gonna actually like string up out of the... It's just gonna show what's wrapped around his upper arms. Because that's gonna be a little bit easier to sprite. File, open. I think I'm just gonna pull tiles, thorn wall. I can use the same colors here. Now let's start with this. I want some variation here. I don't want this to be perfectly the same. I don't know if I'll be able to add... I'll try and add thorns. I was going to say, I don't know if I'll be able to add thorns and make it look good, but I think I can actually do that. I'll give it a shot. You know, one thing that's interesting is I wanted to see how they handle. These definitely had like the black all the way around. I didn't know if they ever like bent the rules. I guess they do sometimes. Like, see, he doesn't have black on the edge there, but I wonder if it's actually like that in the game. See, here actually he does have it all the way, so that's interesting. I think these are, yeah, these guys are bigger than 32 by 32, so they still broke the size of the spray. They didn't like worry too much about whether or not they were. Oops! I did not. Because I always worry about breaking those boundaries, but really, I don't know why I worry about it. It's technically hat, I suppose. Got some fancy music going on there. I'm just curious if I can make this look. Make it look like he's not wearing glasses. Yeah, like it always looks like he's wearing sunglasses. I think this is my best bet, but I have to get rid of that. Maybe. Yeah, it's how I have it there, so let's keep it the same. I also have like that going on. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's not bad. He still kind of looks like a cowboy though, mind you, with the way the hat is. Maybe I can shave off a bit. I mean, a cowboy skeleton's still cool. But I don't want to look like a pirate. Let's try rounding this off, maybe? Or just make it look more like a cowboy hat. Oh, I have an idea. Is that gonna help? Yeah, I think that kind of helped. Let's take this down again. That's starting to look better. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, that should be fine. I think that'll look better. Alright, so we got a bit of a pirate going on here finally. And that didn't look as much like a cowboy. I was going to give him... So here's the challenge that I have now. I wanted to give him kind of like a vest, but the vest was black in my mind. And now that I think about it, that's going to really make the spray muddy. So, let's try... I don't want to go too many colors. So, we're already using... What is that? 4... 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. We're using 4 colors right now. What are we looking at here for this guy? Right? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 colors, right? So that's the fun thing with this. It's very difficult to get however many colors you need. So he had 4 colors. What can I do with 4 colors, guys? If I give him a green vest, it might look too much. Let's try making a blue vest. So blue vest. I kind of wanted to make it look like he's got ribs, so I'd have to do something like... something like that. I mean, that's not bad, I think. And then I give him blue pants. Let's just see what that kind of looks like. So I was going to get rid of his hips altogether and give him proper pants. We'll see what this looks like. If I don't like it, I will go back to the hips. I should have had butterfly on. Do 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 do. Oops. Oops, I did not want to use the eraser. I wanted to actually draw. I think that would be fine if, as long as I add like tears and stuff into it. So I'd have to be like, if I do this, for example. Then maybe do something like that. And try and make it look like, you know, so he's not like too perfect. So I want to use the green. Yeah, it doesn't really make it look worse. Let's go back to this guy again real quick here, just to think again. Not too bad, like really overall. Stiff neck. Still wondering if that would. Nah. I think this just needs to be black here, though. I suppose this should be blue. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now we can try having a cape, which I'll maybe just use the dark green for. Again, as long as it doesn't make it too muddy, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Like, I'm almost wondering if he's fine. Because, like, adding in the cape will just add to the muddiness. As much as I want the cape. I'm, like, dead set on having that cape. And part of me wants to shade him too, but I'm not going to. Because I think I added a lot of shade on some of the NPCs and stuff. I'm going to have to go back and tinker with that. I'm not 100% sold on that. On what I did. Guess that can be like that. Can I squeeze a vine or a thorn in here? Or is that just gonna look weird? Yeah, those are just gonna look weird. So let's leave those out. I think I want to add some depth to the vine. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right? Yes, but... Ah! Do that. There we go. Can I exaggerate this a little bit? Will that add anything? I feel like those aren't. Oops. I feel like that's not helping me either, really. It just makes it look boxy. Kind of wish I could add some detail in it. You know what? Maybe I can... Let's just try something. It kind of looks like he has like space boots or something. Back it up. Back it up. I do think this is better, right? Well, maybe not. I'm being picky. Oops. Maybe adding... I tried this already. It didn't work. Why am I trying again? Maybe I can exaggerate this. It's not gonna work, is it? No. I almost feel like I can get away with doing that, though. If that's the case. I don't know what I'm trying to do right now, just so you know. Trying to make them look more like pirate boots, but they're not. Just not. Because he still looks a lot like a cowboy right now. Quite honestly. Yeah, that's not so bad. Adding those shadows in kind of helped. Actually, that helped too. Okay, I like that. I'm okay with that. Am I? I think so. It's good enough. Even if he's like a pirate cowboy. It's better than it was. Okay, awesome. Well, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. So we managed to get like at least the sprite guy kind of figured out. Haven't animated him, obviously. He's gonna have a few different states. So that's something I'm gonna talk to Nodding about. Just so we can pan out kind of where he needs to go. With all of his mechanics and all that sort of stuff. But at least we have something to start with. So that's fantastic. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. If you're curious about TetraForce, we got the link in the description below. I finally updated the Discord link below. I believe that's been wrong since Discord did an update. So any of my old videos, unfortunately, are going to have the incorrect link now, which is great. But come hang out with us on Discord. That's where a lot of things are happening. You can kind of keep up to date with all of our updates. You can also subscribe to me, obviously. I'm trying really hard to stream every Friday. I've kind of missed a few here and there over the last little bit just because my schedule's been a little bit crazy. But I am still planning on doing that every Friday. So I hope you guys join me. And also my Twitter. I try and post there things that I'm working on even if I'm not streaming it. So lots of places to come check us out. I definitely encourage you to join our Discord, though. That's definitely the place to come ask questions and see what we're all about. You can also play this game if you're interested. TetraForce.io/downloads. You can play the game. Obviously, it's been a little bit since there's been a major update. But I'm planning on pushing some stuff here soon. So keep posted. Yeah, keep tuned or whatever. Stay tuned. And I'll keep you posted. How's that for English? So you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you next Friday. Thanks again for joining me.